This is the video review of Transformers Fan Project Shadow Commander Upgrade Kit for Nemesis Prime. This is the highly anticipated repaint of the City Commander set made for Nemesis Prime. It has a lot of awesome additions like the traditional pink/red Nemesis Prime sword and the clip for storage and changeable faces. But before I start rambling, let's get to the box, the packaging. I just want to show a couple of things that are different from the original City Commander packaging. One thing is the color. The same phrase in the back. Get a look at that. But there's a couple of things in the packaging that are new. One thing being that inside the box, let me remove some things before I lose them. Inside the box is a really cool Shadow Commander picture. You can see here his Shadow Commander with his red sword and a little transformer who I'm not sure who is. Really cool addition. One thing I wanted to show you was the sticker sheet. The original City Commander came with different license plates, but here you have one license plate, decals for the guns, and little Autobot strikes and Decepticon strikes that go on the sword. I'll show you where that all goes later. One thing I do want to get to though is the comic. It's basically a little bit different. You get a look right there. And from here it's basically the same as the City Commander set. Basically the same, exact same as the City Commander set. There's nothing to show here. But after this, let me show the sword. Let me focus. There we go. And you can see here, they're attacking a village commanded by Straxus. And Nemesis Prime grows a conscience and decides not to attack. So what that gets him is become a prisoner by his own master. He gets tortured. Try to read it if you can. And he breaks himself loose and breaks free. Okay. Now that we have that out the way, let's go to the figure itself. The main thing for this review is this set right here. It's almost identical to the City Commander, but it has a lot of cool additions like the sword I mentioned that you can see in there. It's a clip that holds to it. I'm going to show you that in a few. The figure also comes with different faces and these little pegs to cover screw holes. I don't know why they didn't put that in themselves, but I guess they wanted us to interact more with the figure. Here is the regular City Commander face. I currently have the Shadow, the original, the unique one. And let's get a look at it. The license plate says SDW CMD. And get a look at that. Let's do some vehicle comparison with my City Commander set. Okay. So you can see basically the same size, exactly the same, just minor differences, color mainly. I'm going to show you its features right now. Okay, let's get this out the way. Okay, I'm going to transform Nemesis Prime. You're not going to see, it's going to be instant. Okay, now that Nemesis Prime is all transformed, let's get to the Shadow Commander set. It unassembles the same way City Commander does, obviously. So you want to lift up these clips on both sides and pull up this whole top like that. Put that to the side. Put this to the side. You want to separate these by bringing this tab all the way to the side. Okay, and pulling this part. Keep right here. And you want to split the fists so you can pull out the head. Right here we want to bring down this part. You see there's a couple of adjustments so it could fit to the figure better. And let's get a good look at that mouth plate. Give me a second. And there we go. You see, I guess I decided because Nemesis Prime has always had a mouth plate, they wanted to design them with a different face. But you can change the faces to the original City Commander face if you want to. I'm gonna show you that in a few, but let's get the figure assembled first of all. Okay, now we have that. Let's put it down. Okay, we wanna split these, fold these like that, just like that, and split them apart. Put them to the side for now. Okay, now here's the big part. You see the swords in there. What they did was let me show you that. Let me unassemble it first, the same way the other one did. Pull the tabs to the side, pull out. And the legs, we want to, this is the waist piece. We want to open it, keep it to the side for now. The legs, we want to hide the license plate. Maybe we're just folding it up. We want to open this and leave it like that. Same thing here. Open this, close, leave it like that. Okay. This is the big cannon that comes with Shadow Commander. First thing you want to do is pull this part out from underneath, and we want to fold it up and take this part. I'm gonna get into the sword right now. You see, there's a hole here that goes into this sword clip, which keeps it in place. So we want to put this part up here. Oops, sorry. Want to make you know that these are the stickers that came, little round stickers, and this is like apparently the cannon part. These are also stickers you apply, and the sword. So you can see it's a really nice Nemesis Prime sword. This clip is what keeps it leveled in vehicle mode. Also, you can get a look at the Decepticon strike sign. Let me get it focused. There you go. You see? That's the Decepticon side and the Autobot side. Keep that to the side. Now let's just put Shadow Commander, I'm sorry, together, and then I can show you more of his features. Take out this gun. We have pieces everywhere. You want to spin the head, bring this part down, slide the head down, and bring this up. I always like starting with the City Commander head, so we want to slide this in. You gotta make sure these parts are inside, and fold these pieces down. Next, I like to add the waist piece. You gotta push it in so it closes like that, and you push on the side. Let me see if this is the hold on a second. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I adjusted the head part. Now I like to go with the legs. The legs are kind of tricky. You gotta maneuver this inside. I like to flip it in like this. Make sure you get this piece inside here. And once for that, we wanna make sure it clicks all the way and make sure this part is inside. And then you just close this part, which clicks to the weight, to the knee. Same thing with the leg, the other leg. Like that, and make sure it's all the way in, and bring this part up. Okay, now we can start seeing the figure. Okay. Now we want to put in the fists. The City Commander fist. I mean, I keep calling it City Commander. I'm so used to saying City Commander. But Shadow Commander, we want to straighten up the fists and slide them like this. It's a little, there we go. Same thing with the other fists. We want to position it upright and close it. The last final pieces we need is the shoulder pieces that just snap onto the top like that. You hear the snap and you hear the snap. Okay, let me move him back a little bit. Okay, here we go. So now he's basically transformed entirely. You can either pose him with his sword that can go in either arm easily, or you can let it hang from the back via the clip. The hole where you put in the wind vane gun, the peg can also go in like that, and you can have the sword just chill in the back like that, which is really cool. But for now, for the sake of the review, I'm just gonna leave the peg out, put the weapons in the back because they do fit in the hand. If you've seen other City Commander reviews, this part goes up here and this part goes into that, into this hole right here. Okay, and there we have it. We want to add the sword, and there he is, Shadow Commander. I know you guys want to see that mouth plate moving, so I'm gonna get to that. I just want you to get a look at the mouth plate piece. Also, it comes with the regular City Commander mouthpiece, which you can adjust to your liking, to your preference, by simply removing the head, just like this. Let me move him out the way so it won't be in focus. 1 second. Okay, I had to readjust some things. So you see, here's the mouthpiece, the face, you can easily pull out. And you see that hole? That hole is what allows you to drag down the mouthpiece. You need something pointy. I don't know, maybe a pen or something. I'm using this knife. So you want to stick it into this hole and slide it down gently until you have enough to pull it out yourself. Okay. So there you have. Oops. Okay. So there you have the mouth plate face, which is unique to Shadow Commander. And you have the original Shadow Commander face that was first published with the pictures. So you just want to push it all the way back and slide it up just like that. So you see, it's pretty easy. But I prefer the other face. I just wanted to make sure you guys saw how it was changed. So I'm gonna remove it. Okay, just like that. And keep the more unique mouthplate piece. Like that. Okay. Now that that's out the way, let's resume the review. And you can see it's a stick peg that slides onto a hole in the head. Okay. So there you have him. Of course, the other weapons can fit on him. The Voyager weapons that come, the smokestack weapons, and the wind vane weapon. Move them to the middle. And let's get to the big cannon. like I said, the big cannon is really cool with the new stickers. This slope allows it only to be held into the his right arm. So you wanna keep it like that sometimes, because that's like not the full cannon mode. Let me just push it back a little bit. See, that's the full cannon mode. Okay, and we could also just slide it all the way down like that, so you can see. Let's move them to the side. Good look at that cannon. And that's about it. Let's remove the cannon, because I just want you to get a look at the figure itself, not his weapons, because it's basically the same as the City Commander. Okay. Let's get a look at the 360 view. It's really cool, man. It looks really awesome. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do some comparisons. You're not gonna see it's gonna be instant. Okay, so here you see him next to City Commander and Shadow Commander. Basically, they're identical. Just to repaint, and there's some, like I mentioned, some adjustments, and they fixed a lot of like loose joints and a lot of cool things that make him more posable and everything. So if you have a City Commander set, you basically can't tell what the Shadow Commander set is. Identical, except for the sword, the clip, and the mouthpiece, and there's also the pegs, the little peg blocks that you put into the screw holes. Besides that, they're identical. Okay, just want you guys to get a look at that. Okay. Let's just get one final look at Shadow Commander before I take them apart and put them back together. Just want to get you a look at him entirely. He was made really nicely. I'm really happy about him. I highly recommend him to all Transformer fans. Get a look at that face. Just like that. Okay. See the new face made specifically for this figure, and the stickers and everything is really cool. Look at him. Goes perfectly with the Voyager Nemesis. It was made for him. Okay. Now that that's done and over with, let's just take them apart. I'll start simply by removing the sword and the weapons, and start taking the pieces off one by one. To remove the legs securely, I suggest you pull back at this panel a little bit, and it comes off easily. If you guys have trouble with that, move waist piece and the body. Okay. Look at all that. Okay, let's put them back together. Start by flipping the head in. Let's get the fists. You want to flip him downward like this. And these connect to this peg in this slot. Okay, we have that ready. Now the shoulder pieces have to click together too, almost identically as the fists do. Peg and slot. Flip these open. Okay. And before we do that, let's bring in the face. The head part. We want to slide this peg into this slot, just like that. There we go. And then we close these. And the shoulder pads come next. That's what I call them, shoulder pads. But basically the shoulder armor. They go through these slots thanks to these pegs. Okay. Okay, so the upper part of the trailer is done. We want to close this part like this. Open these. Same thing with the other leg. Close these. Open this. Bring them together. Like that. And the waist piece goes here to keep them together. Open these like that. Okay. Now, this part. We want to bring this back first of all. Now it's able to open. You close it all the way. And you have it stay like that. But we need to put the clip in the sword. So like I said, this is the sword clip. Goes into this slot. And the sword clip, sorry, you slide it downwards like that. Just like that. You gotta make sure it's downward and it clips like that. Stay steady. Okay? Now, keep this like that. We want to bring it in. Make sure the blade is on this side. And we... a second. And then we close it. Just like that. The sword is supposed to stick out a little. It looks like it may get in the way, but it actually doesn't. Slide it in. Just like that. Close these. Okay. And the top. I just simply apply this on the top and make sure it's all the way in like that. These clips are down. Okay, give me a break while I transform Nemesis Prime. Okay, now that we're all together, let's just get one look at the set. Awesome set. Let's put the license plate back on. And my final thoughts. When City Commander first came out, I was really impressed. But this set is way better in my opinion. The whole faceplate change is awesome, and it gives Nemesis Prime a more complete feel. If you guys like the City Commander set, you're gonna love the Shadow Commander set. It has a lot of corrections in the joints and everything. It makes them a whole lot better. And if you're a fan of Nemesis Prime, I highly recommend you get this set. Everything about him is just really cool. I really hope you guys enjoyed my review. I know it was kind of long, but I had a lot to show. Anyways, thank you for watching my review, guys. My name is Banks, and thanks again.